What's going on, you guys? Connor here, and in this video I'm going to be taking you through exactly how a beginner can create your Shopify store, specifically a niche store. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you stay tuned until the end, because I will be providing little tips and tricks for also intermediate and advanced Shopify store owners. So whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, this video is going to be great for you. So make sure you guys stay until the end so you don't miss out on any of the hacks that I'll be talking about. As you guys are aware, this is the exact store setup that I use to generate that much money in the month of March. And that's profit, by the way. That is not just sales. This is my sale figure. Like, you guys have already seen these numbers. I don't want to saturate you guys showing you the numbers too much. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. And thank you guys also for 1,000 subs. We did hit that. So go ahead and check this out. We did hit 1,000 subs. So right here you can see 1,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for that. Let's see if we can get to 2,000. I want to see how quick we can do that. So make sure you guys share this channel with your friends so we can grow as well. Right now we are in the Shopify dashboard. Okay, we are going to be setting up our Shopify store from scratch, as I was talking about. So we're on shopify.com. We're going to go ahead and hit start free trial. And before we can start a free trial, we do have to go create our email address. So I'm going to go do that and I'll be right back. So now that I've created my email address and I put in my password and everything, we're going to come up with a store name. So in order to do that, we have to go back to my YouTube video and see basically what your guys' comments were on the YouTube video, because I told you guys I was going to be selecting one of these. So we're just going to go ahead and go through here. Oh man, someone disliked our video. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh well. So basically, let's see what we have here. Kitchen niche, cosmetics as a niche, miniature model, furniture, tortoise niche, health and beauty niche. Okay. So I really like all of these. We have beauty twice, so we're gonna go ahead and do the oh, there's also pets though. You know what? We'll go ahead and do pets niche. Because the reason I don't like testing beauty niche is because it does have a little bit higher of a risk, and I want this store to be a store that you guys could literally create yourselves. Obviously don't copy my store, because that's not gonna, you're not gonna learn anything that way. But yeah, let's go ahead and do pets niche, because I do definitely like that. So we're gonna go ahead and do pets niche. So in order for store name, what I like to do is you can go on to Google and type in Shopify store name generator and business name generator. So Shopify has this great tool, business name generator. You can go ahead and just search that the same way I did. And what we're going to do is we're just going to be searching something related to pets, because we don't know if we're going to do dogs or cats. So palm tree pets, let's see if I see any of these names that look good. Pets Masters, primal pets, I kind of like that. That's kind of clever. Let's see. So this is kind of how I look through to see if I see any that stand out for me. Maybe we'll do pets. Let's do like cats and dogs. Let's just do like, maybe we can do dogs, or let's do cats. Let's see if anything comes up with cats. Classic cats. That would be kind of interesting. I kind of like that. Classic cats. Confidential cats. Yeah, so there's a lot of ones on here. Kind of like the classic cats. I think we're going to go with that one. We're going to go with classic cats. Yeah, we're definitely going to go with that one. So we'll go back here. Our store name is going to be called Classic Cats. So once you guys create a free trial, you do have to confirm a plan. It's not going to charge you until after the 14-day free trial is over. So I'm going to go ahead and enter this, and I'll meet you guys at the next screen. First thing I like to do when I'm creating a new store is I like to find products and then import them. So in order for us to import these products, we first need to install an app called Oberlo, and I'm sure you guys have heard of this. Oberlo is just an app where you can basically find products to sell on Shopify. You can import them directly from AliExpress, which is also very, very key. So we're going to go ahead and hit add app. So now that we're in Oberlo, adding the first product to your store. So how you can find products, you can either go through on Oberlo and find them here, and then you import the product to your store. Basically, what I like to do is I like to go on to Amazon bestsellers. I like to go on Amazon bestsellers, and we're just going to go on here really quick. And basically what I like to do is, since we already have selected our niche, which is the hard part, we are going to go into the pet supplies. We can either do pet supplies, or we can basically just search cats or dogs. We'll go into just clicking pet supplies for now. And let's see what the best sellers are. So we're looking for, I definitely wouldn't sell this because this is actually a scam, I believe, the tick collar for large dogs. There's been some out there that have definitely caused a lot of injury to dogs, so I wouldn't suggest doing those products. Waste bags with dispenser. Yeah, we don't really necessarily want to sell that one. Dog shedding glove. This is one I mentioned before. I know this product is selling very, very well. So we'll go ahead and import this product because I know this product sells well. I know it's a high quality product, over 4,000 customer reviews, so this is amazing. So de-shedding brush glove. So we're just going to go ahead and go back to AliExpress. We're going to search that and see what comes up. Perfect. Yeah, you can buy this for $1, and you know, people are selling it on Amazon for $12, so I would even sell this for like 15 to 20 because we're not necessarily competing with people on Amazon, right? In your Shopify store, you're not competing with those types of people. So you know, basically very easy for, you know, this. We could definitely import this dog brush. It's only like $1 to $3, which is amazing. I know it works well. It's definitely very visually appealing. So we're going to go ahead and go to Oberlo and type in de-shedding glove. You can also do it where you include a Chrome extension on AliExpress and import the product from there. But for the sake of this video, I always just like to use Oberlo because you can just import the product right from Oberlo. So de-shedding glove. And then let's see which this looks like. Rubber dog, cat glove. I always like to sort by the order count. And yeah, $1.80. You know, obviously this has a lot of orders, 700 orders essentially. This one looks like it's cheaper. Free e-packet. So yeah, I'd probably go with this one if I were to select it because it does have free e-packet. E-packet 25 days, a little bit long, but you know what, that's okay because it does have tracking. So we're going to go ahead and add this to our import list, and basically if we pop over to our import list here, but what I like to do is I definitely like to change this title. So rather than having it be like this amazing cat brush, people are going to know what that is. So I would say I would make this something like easy. I would call it like the easy brush. I would just call it the easy brush because if people go to search, let's see what happens when you search easy brush on Google. Yep, that's perfect, right? So when you search easy brush on Google, people can't find your product right away, right? So if you use a name that people can't find, we might need to refine this name later on, but I always like to use product names that are a little bit obscure that people won't know right away. So if we just call this easy brush, and then I always like to get rid of the description because we're going to write our own descriptions later. And then for the variants here, you definitely want to make sure that this button is off, because if this isn't disabled, then you're going to have problems where Oberlo is automatically updating your price without you knowing. So the cost is $3 on all these. They have a bunch of different colors, which is good. Rose, one pair. So it basically looks like you can do either one glove, or you can do a bunch of the combination of gloves. So we'll go ahead and leave these ones on here for now. We might have to end up going through and deleting them later on, but for now we'll leave them. And you know, I always like to set my price at around $15 markup. So we're gonna go ahead and change these prices to $19.97 because I've found either $19.97, $19.98, or $19.95 works best. But for this case, we'll just do $19.97. And we're going to change all those prices. Compare that price. We want to make sure that whatever one obviously this is the product that we're going to be marketing. So, you know, we can set it as like 50% off. So, you know, it's set the price at around 39, or we can just set the price exactly at 40. And that looks basically good for some people when they see $40. Or what you can do is you can change the price to around, you know, 41 or 42 to make it look a little bit more official. But $40 looks good. Marked down, you know, about 50% to $19.97 is exactly what we want. And then let's go ahead and check the images they have. So, you know, that's a decent image there. We definitely don't need all of these. So I would just do maybe one of, you know, each color here. We don't need that. We don't need that. Yeah, that's a lot of images here. So, well, there's going to be a decent amount of images. These are just the different colors and whatnot. So that is okay. We will go ahead and get rid of that. And then I do want to have one of these images on here as well. So I like that. Let's see if there's any other good ones here. Let's go ahead and see what this one is. But yeah, I'm going to get rid of all of these. I'm going to get rid of all of those. So we just have the colors on here. Yep, that's good. And we are going to actually, you know what we're going to do is we're not going to sell them as a pair because we're going to try and upsell people on gloves. So if I go to the variants, basically we're going to get rid of all of these doubles basically, because we're just going to upsell them on the gloves later on. Maybe we'll include like one pair, so maybe we'll include the black one pair, but that's about it. We'll include the black one pair, and that is going to be it. Only one that we include. So we'll go back to the images of the product and include the black one pair, and you know, that's really about it. That's all I'd put on here. Yep, that's about it. And we're going to go ahead and import this. So EasyBrush is being imported to our store right now. Once it's imported, basically we'll hop over to our store and we can edit the product directly on Shopify. So if we go to our products here, we're on classic cats right now. And sure it is, here's our brush. It's managing the stock levels for us. Later on, I'm going to go into, probably in my next video, and go into exactly how to write the compelling product descriptions and everything. But for this video, I want to make sure that we have a couple products in here that we can test. So we're going to go back to Amazon, and we're going to go through this process again and import a couple new products. So if we go back to best selling, we're going to find some more products that we can sell. This brush, we have a ball here. Let's see, we got some clippers, some nail clippers, a lot of food for, you know, cats and dogs. So this isn't necessarily working the best as I thought. So you know what I'm going to do is we're going to go back here and we're going to go to Amazon movers and shakers. And then what we can also do is we can also just search dogs and cats and find stuff related to that. So we don't necessarily have to use this pet supplies demographic, right? I know that this cat toy is doing very, very well. I know people that are selling that extremely well. This is another one that you could try. You know, this is a dog doorbell, right? But I think that this would be perfect actually for a cat doorbell, because as I was looking at this product, you know, only people are marketing this to our dogs, right? But this totally could be used for cats. So I definitely recommend, like, I guarantee you no one out there is using this product for cats because it's just marketed as a dog doorbell. So we can essentially, you know, it's going to be essentially called a dog doorbell, right? But what we can do is if we sort by order count, and I found this product on Amazon right here, obviously. Basically, what we can do is we can market this product towards cats. So it only costs $3. So we'll go ahead and add this to import list. We're going to call it a cat doorbell rather than a dog doorbell because our store is niche down related to cats. So if we go to our import list here, here is the dog doorbell. So we are going to call this let's just call it the cat doorbell. We could call it the easy. No, I don't want to call it the easy. We'll just call it the kitty trainer doorbell. Maybe you could put it by a cat's you know, litter box, and then that's gonna you know, whenever they ring the bell they get a treat or something like that. There's so many ways you could, like, you know, kind of market this. Obviously this is for dogs when they're going outside because dogs can't they can't go inside into a litter box, but you could definitely put this, like, when cats, if you have an outdoor cat and they want to go outside, you could definitely put that on there as well. So we're just gonna call this kitty trainer doorbell. We're gonna get rid of this. And then the variants, there's just 3 variants. We're going to change the price to, get it for $3. We're going to change this price to $19.97. We're going to apply that. And then the set new value, we're going to put this one at $30. And then the images, let's see what we got here. So obviously we don't want any of these images. We can just do, for now, we'll just do this one. And we'll do this one. We can change this photo to make it so it is a cat, basically. We'll go ahead and adjust that later, but we'll import this to the store. So that's on the store as well. And then we just need to find a couple more products. So I'm going to go back to Amazon, and what I'm going to do is we're going to go by all departments and we're just going to search cats, and we're going to see what the majority of cat products right now. So, oh, I've seen this actually product around a lot. So this automatic cat water fountain. So we're going to do this. We're going to do a cat water fountain. And sure enough, there it is. Let's see if we can sort by orders and find the kind of the cheapest price here. Looks like this might not be our actual product. This one looks like the product. 528 orders on that. This one looks very similar as well, and so does this one. So we'll go ahead and, oh, this green one looks really, really good too. I kind of like the green design here. So $8. This says for small dogs, cat electric mute feeder, 1.6 liter. So 396 orders. This one's got, you know, This one only costs $8. Shipping is $10 on this one. Yeah, shipping's $9, so that's about $20, right? It's about the same price as these ones. So, you know, because Amazon's selling this one and this is the one that's selling the best, people obviously like this design more than they do this one. So we'll just go ahead and select this one. And this is kind of a higher ticket item that you can sell. But basically, let's see if Oberlo has this. So we'll go to search products and we'll do cat water fountain. And sure enough, automatic pet drinking fountain. Wow, they have, there's no way that can be that cheap. That's pretty crazy. So 1.6 liter. This is the exact one that we saw. Maybe it's just circle instead of square, but let's go ahead and sort by order count here. And yeah, so these ones are ordering well. This one's $1.01. I don't know if that's correct, but let's see if we can find ours that we're selling here. There it is. So $13. This is probably most accurate. So we're gonna go ahead and import this one to our list. If we go over to my products, sorry, if we go over to import list, here's the, we're gonna call this the cat water water on the cat. Let's think of something clever. Hydration. We're gonna say hydration to go for cats, right? No one's gonna know hydration to go for cats. We can maybe change the name a little bit, but hydration station, there we go. That's what we're gonna do. So right, it takes a little bit to think of the name, but hydration station, let's see what happens when we search that in Google. Hydration station, yeah, and then let's see if it says for cats. Well, our product doesn't show up in the first section there. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, it really doesn't show in the first section there, which is good, right? If we just were to search pet fountain automatic cat water fountain dispenser, then it would probably search. But since we typed in hydration station, people that go search this on Google will not be able to find it. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this description here, and then the variants. Universal plug, green plug. Yeah, we only want this one, the green and the green plug. So we want the universal plug. I think that's all we're going to be selling right now. So we'll go ahead and get rid of all of these. Okay. We'll get rid of all those. And then we're going to set the price. Since we only need to change this price, we're going to set this price to, we can buy it for 13. So we'll set it this at maybe we'll only have like a $12 markup. No, you know what? We should have probably a $15 markup. So we're going to set this one at $29.98. Sorry, $29.97. And we're going to set the compared at price to, let's set it at $50. Let's set it at $50. Whoops, not $5,000, $50. Okay, so we're going to check the images on this one. Obviously, this is the only one we're selling, so we don't want that there. We don't want that. We don't want that. We'll just have one image on it for now. We can basically go through and edit these images later, but this is a good image there. Whisper quiet, I like that. Yeah, cycling water system, we'll include these for now. We can get rid of them later, but it's better to have them up front than to have to worry about it later. So those ones are basically, we have 3 products on there. Let's go to our products. We'll go ahead and refresh this really quick. Basically, we have the Easy Brush, Hydration Station, and Kitty Trainer Doorbell. So now that we have our 3 products that we can test, the next step would be to going in and designing our theme and making sure that everything looks good on there. So the way to do that is basically to go to this online store button here. And on the online store, we have a bunch of different sections in there. We have themes, blog posts, pages, navigation, domains, and preferences. So once we end up picking our domain name, it's going to be something related to Classy Cats. So let's go ahead and basically buy a new domain name. I like going directly through here. You can use other external domain name sites that you can buy domains from. But basically, let's just see if they have Classy Cats. ClassyCats.com is not available. ClassyCats.shop is available. So what about Classic Cats? I always try and find a .com, but if we can't find a .com, then a .shop works great. So, for the sake of this, I would definitely do Classy Cats. What about Classy Kitties? So Classy Kitties is there, and even though our store name is Classic Cats, we can definitely change it. I would do maybe like, yeah, let's do classic. Maybe try Classy Cats. Yeah, let's do classycats.shop is one that I would buy. I'm not gonna buy it right now, but this is the domain name that I would definitely buy is classycats.shop. Or you could do classiccats.shop. Basically, if you can find a .com for your domain, I definitely recommend it. If not, I always like to go with the .shop because those two are definitely the most authoritative looking URLs that you can find basically. So we'll go to the themes here and we're going to basically change our theme and everything. So I always like to use Debut or Brooklyn. Those are the two themes that I use. For this video, we're going to go ahead and use Debut. So in order to customize our theme, we're going to go in here and hit customize. And you know, for the first thing I like to do is I always like to optimize for mobile. So we're going to look at mobile. What I do here is, you know, the header section is going to be at the top here. So we'll need to include our logo once we have that. Then the main menu is just showing kind of what's on here. We can basically, for announce something here, we'll delete that. And then let's see, let's go back to basically image text with overlay. We don't want that on here. So we are gonna basically, let's click on this. We're gonna remove this section. We're gonna featured collection, that's okay, we can have that on there. Image with text, we're gonna remove that section. Slideshow, we're also gonna remove that section. So the next step is we need to find and design a logo. One way that you can find a really quick logo very easily is to just go on Google and type in free cat images. Free cat, I like to do free cat clip art. Oops. And then just do PNG. And we'll look at the images. And let's see if we can find one on here that looks interesting that people would definitely use. So that one looks kind of cool. I like this type of cat. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this image and then we will bring it in onto the store. Now that we have our logo on there, right, it's very simple. What we can do later on is we can change basically and put a name on there. But right now this just looks very simple, right? It's just a simple black outline of a cat, and that looks official to me, right? Like if I were to go on this website and I saw that, I'd be like, wow, that's pretty interesting, right? The less is better for logos nowadays. You know, the minimal looking logos and most simplistic are the ones that work the best. So we got our logo in there. We're gonna show the announcement bar. We want to make sure we definitely have an announcement bar in there, and I like to do the announcement bar either whatever color that we're using. So I see blue on here, so we can definitely do a bluish looking color. Or we can do is a kind of a neutral color. So maybe we can do a greenish looking one. Let's see what color green we can get. Maybe like around this shade, so it looks very unique to our store. So this is the color that we're going to use, and it's going to look very unique, right, with this color here. So that's the bar that we're going to use there. We'll go ahead and go back out to the main screen. So that's the bar at the top there. One thing I did forget to put was header. We're gonna do free shipping today only at the top, and that way we have a bar that says free shipping today only. And then what we can do is we can actually include an emoji. What I like to do is I like to do an emoji copy, and then I like to do the present basically. So you can do I think it's called gift, and put these ones on each side of it. And that can actually draw people's attention in. So I put them there, free shipping today only. So then people see that and they're like, wow, you know, everybody likes presents, right? So it's like they get a present. They'll see that'll draw attention to their eyes. And we are going to be using basically the green color on the rest of this. So you can center the logo if you want. I would just do logo alignment on the left. The logo looks like maybe it's a little bit too big, so we want to minimize that a little bit. But that looks great there. And then we will go ahead and go back to our other sections. So the header section is there. We want to make sure that we're changing the colors on our theme. So for basically our, headings and links, that's fine. Sale price, we want to make sure we're using the color that we just selected. Our buttons, you want them to also be this color. So our add to cart buttons are going to be that color. Text background, all that. So right now this just changed the price to the same color green, and that looks a lot better than before. Now what we need to do is we need to change the typography. So this is something that people don't necessarily do, is changing the font. Type in font pairing for changing your font, right? And fontpair.co helps you pair Google fonts together. So basically you can look at these the key to set yourself apart is that you want to be using different fonts from people than what normal people are using, right? So ASAP and ASAP, there's work sans. I think that's what's on there. Let's see if we can find one that looks pretty good. We want it to be a little bit more of a playful font because we are selecting a cat niche. I found a font that I like. It's the BioRhyme and Cabin. So what we're gonna do is the heading is gonna be in BioRhyme. So what we do is we just go back to our site, and on the headings here we just change, and we'll see if they have this one. There it is. Whoops. So BioRhyme, boom, we hit, I think it's regular, so we can look at it. BioRhyme, yep, regular. And we'll go back here and hit select. So that changes our text already, right? You see that? And then what was the second font? It was Cabin. So we'll change our font text to Cabin. So Cabin, regular. And now, boom, it changed the font. So that already looks way better than just a general, like a standard Shopify store that everyone makes. So I really like the look of that. Maybe what we can do is to bump this up to like 32. I like having that text a little bit bigger than other ones. Actually, no, that doesn't look that very good because I want it to be on the same line. So let's see, maybe we can do like 28, back to where it was before. Perfect. So feature collection, easy brush, boom, I like that. That looks good. That looks good. So now let's go back here. Social media buttons, we want to remove all of these social media buttons because starting out you definitely don't want any social media buttons on here. You could link your Facebook page if you want. I don't do it on my stores. I don't recommend it for any of my students. We'll go ahead and unlink the social media. Favicon, this is something you can do. Basically, you can just select this image that we have here, and basically, you know, up here in these little icons, that's all a favicon is. It's just like a small image of what your store looks like to people that are visiting it, so they can recognize it. So it's not just like a normal like Google page or whatever it may be. So that's just what the favicon is. And then on the checkout, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we can basically edit this later on throughout as we go throughout the funnel. Right now we don't need to do that. Sections, basically. One thing we definitely need to do is go to the cart page, and we want this to be sorry, we'll go back to the home page. So now going back to sections, you know, we have basically how we have it set up right now is we just have the header, and we just have our feature collection here, and then an image slide, and with some quick links down there with talk about your business. I want to get rid of actually this slideshow because I don't like the slideshow on here. So what I like to do is I'll get rid of this slideshow. We're going to remove this section, and then we're going to actually add a section. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a section, and what I like to do is image with text overlay. Okay, that's what I like to do. Image with text overlay. And what I'm going to do here is basically we'll add this. Yes, we're going to select an image. So with the image text with overlay, we're going to find a very generic image related to the cat niche that we can put on here. So there's many ways that you can do this. You can just type in Google basically, and what you can do is you can just go directly onto cats. You can just type in, I think it's burst dot. You just type in free images actually, and there's one for Shopify. I know free images Shopify. I think it's called burst.shopify. Yeah, burst.shopify. And let's just type in cats here, and these are all free images that we can use here. So I really like this one. This is pretty interesting. That's a good photo as well. So man, there's a lot of good photos here for cats. Like, we definitely want to find one that looks very cute. That I like this one a lot. This is going to look good on mobile as well. So now that we have our cat image in there, what we're going to do is we'll just select that. It looks pretty good. Look at that. That looks awesome. So we're going to hit select, type in quotes related to cats, and time spent with cats is never wasted. Boom. That's all. Like literally the first one I saw, right? So you can just put in here, time spent with cats is never wasted. Boom. Leave it as a quote, so we don't have to cite it. Time spent with cats is never wasted. And then that's a really good photo of a cat. What we want to do though is we want to make sure that this overlay isn't too heavy. So here's the image overlay basically. And the background, we don't want it to be too bright. We have our image on there. We have our store set up. We have our feature collection. The one thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to our sections, and we're just going to move this up. So all it looks like is, you know, free shipping today only. We have our cat logo. Time spent with cats is never wasted. And we have a cute little picture of a cat there. And then our featured collection is just going to be basically whatever products we want on there. So we can also edit this collection. I would say best selling. I would just say best. Whoops, I can't spell today. Best selling Or you could do best sellers. Products per row, we can even just set it as one row, so it just shows that one product, right? Because that's the one that we're gonna do. We're not doing a one product store, but on the homepage, we just want to promote the one product that we're primarily testing. So we'll go back here, and then the footer, essentially, it's just gonna show, you know, we can show the payment icons down here. I'd definitely like to show the payment icons because it does look a little bit more professional. For the quick links, basically, I wouldn't necessarily call this quick links. What we're going to do is we're going to include new pages on here. So we're going to include basically the pages related to the business. But what we're going to do is instead of saying quick links, what we're going to say is we're going to name this the actual business. So we're going to call it Classic Cats. And that way that'll just be the header there, so it reinforces your brand image there. And then on the menu, you know, the footer menu, we can change this in the Shopify dashboard. But basically, we want to get rid of the newsletter. We don't want this on here. We want to remove that, and then talk about your business. You can put something in here if you want. I don't do that on my stores. I will remove this. So then all we have is Classic Cats, and then we will remove the Powered by Shopify later on. That's really easy to remove. But yeah, everything else is looking good there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to basically go configure our footer. So we'll hit save here. So now that we have basically all those pages in, and we have our privacy policy, return, and terms of service. Now we can do is basically change our footer. So our footer menu, this is going to be obviously what we have on our other menu that I was showing you previously. So we just need to add a menu item here, and we will write term of service. And we'll add that. And then we will basically do our pages. Terms of service, you can add that. We're going to add a privacy policy. You can actually add them right from here, so you don't even need to do what I did. I like to edit. The reason I like to copy paste them over to their own page is because I do like to edit the privacy policy and all the return policies, basically, because what happens is it'll actually put your address and it'll put your phone number and all that stuff in there, and you don't necessarily want customers to have that. So that's the reason that I put it in my own page, basically, if that makes sense. And it just looks a lot better, in my opinion, when you put it in your own page and you edit it and stuff like that. So this is going to be privacy policy. Privacy policy. There we go. And then we could search and paste the link here. And that's why I use basically the page instead of the actual policies. So, you know, I just generate the policy, then I copy paste it over. We're going to move this down a little bit, because what we want on the top also is we want to actually create a new page. So I'm going to save this menu. We need to do a contact us page. So what we're going to do is basically go to pages here. We're going to add a page, and we're going to just do a contact us and be like, you know, we can do this. We could say thank you for visiting our website. Thank you for visiting our store. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you may reach us at the following email. And then I'll put Connor Shopify. I think it's like Connor's Shopify tutorial at gmail.com. Okay, boom, that's all you have to do. And then you could put insert phone number here, right? And then you can put 1 2 3 4 okay, that's all you have to do. Basically, insert your phone number if you need to put it in there as well. If you have a phone number, put it in there as well. So basically, that's kind of how, you know, and then you go to back to the navigation. We need to make sure that we have this on here, and then we'll add that menu item for the contact us page, and then we'll do pages. Boom, contact, done. We add page here, FAQ, and then basically we're gonna insert frequently asked questions, and I'll show you guys how to set this up in the later videos. Right now we're just basically setting everything up, so we'll go ahead and hit save, and then we'll go back to our navigation, footer menu, and then we are going to add a menu item, and it's going to be called we'll call it frequently asked questions, so we don't want to abbreviate it. Frequently asked questions, and then we'll do pages, FAQ, perfect, add that, save the menu. and we'll move this actually up. Sorry, we're gonna move this up right. We're gonna do frequently asked questions, and then I don't know why, but our contact page apparently didn't work. So contact us. I must not have saved that. Whoops. Contact save. Boom. We're gonna move frequently asked. We're gonna do frequently asked questions, then contact us, and then the rest, and we'll get rid of the search function. So we'll save this menu, and then now if we go ahead and go back to viewing our store, classic cats. Let's go ahead and inspect this and make sure that we go to mobile. Perfect. Best sellers, classic cats, right? Frequently asked questions, contact us, terms of service. It looks much better than it did before. Okay, so that looks way better. So that's going to end part 1 of the video. We do have parts 2, 3, 4, and 5 coming, so make sure that you guys watch all of those. They will be coming every single day. So this is just basically the entry level to creating your Shopify store and to creating your niche store. If you guys like this video, make sure that you smash the like, and that you also comment down below what you guys want me to go into more detail on in the upcoming videos, and I can make sure that I plan that out for you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.